Hi everybody, it's Savvy That Summer and welcome back to a new save file review video. Today's video we're going to be going over Analea's base game save file. Now if you are new to save files, welcome. I can't wait to show you a little bit about them. If you are not new and you guys are a loyal save file review watcher of mine, thank you for being here, and definitely comment down below if you are excited to check out another save file with me. This one is definitely going to be a staple for you, even if you have all of the packs. This save file is going to be perfect for you because this one is only base game. So you don't need any packs besides just the game, The Sims 4 itself. This base game save file will only include Willow Creek, Oasis Springs, and Newcrest. If you do have all the other packs, the other worlds will show up as well, but this one is only focused on these 3 worlds here. This save file is by one of my amazing sim friends named Analea. She's also created another save file as well, which consists of all of the worlds. So if you are a lover of her builds, I know that you guys will definitely love her base game save file and also her other save file that has all of the packs included. So let me tell you, it's definitely going to be a staple in your gameplay. Even if you guys already have all the packs, it'll be nice to go through and just have another save file to play in when you might need some inspiration or you need some new families with lots of drama. Trust me, you'll love it. If you guys know me, you guys know that I like drama. So let's go ahead and start off strong with this family here. Now retired, the Douglas grandparents adore their grandchildren and their only daughter, who lives nearby in Willow Creek. After their daughter was cheated on and left to raise her 2 children, a toddler and an infant, on her own, they've stepped in to help as much as possible as they can, offering love and support to keep the family strong. So here are the cute grandparents. This is Bethany Douglas. She is an art lover, a bookworm, and family oriented. He's also family oriented, so they have a very strong family bond, I'm sure. He loves the outdoors, and he's also a bookworm. So they are definitely a very sweet family. I do want to show you their daughter, who is raising the 2 children really quick, and she's in Willow Creek. So here she is. Life has changed for the Rowlands since Brandon moved out after being caught cheating. Now a single mom, she's taken up full-time freelance work to support her 2 young children. Balancing work and parenting isn't easy, but she's determined to keep their cozy home full of love. Thankfully, her parents have stepped in to help whenever they can, making sure she doesn't do it all alone. Despite the challenges, her focus is on giving her kids the best life she can. So here's the Rowland family. We have Destiny, we have Raymond, and then we have Brielle. She's so pretty, by the way. I love her hair, and her kids are super cute too. So we have an infant here. Sorry, he's a toddler, my bad. And we have an infant. So she's one mom raising her 2 kids. That's really hard, but at least she has some support. We definitely need to check out Brandon and see where he's living. I also want to mention too, the save file does have a lot of the original EA townies that you get in the base game. However, they have all been made over, and their stories have changed, and they have new homes, new outfits, new everything. So just want to let you guys know that. So I know some of you guys are like, oh, you know, you like to have the townies from the original EA saves, and sometimes you guys like a mixture, sometimes you don't. It really just depends on the person, but I like that there's a mixture in here, and I really like too that the stories have changed for some of them. All right, so here's Eric Lewis. He's part of the Kim Lewis family, yeah. And here's Alice, his wife, and this is their daughter Olivia. They were originally in Willow Creek, but here is their story. The Spencer Kim Lewis family has just moved to Oasis Springs. They had been living with Eric's mother and Alice's father, who were staying in their garage. While they enjoyed their time together, it looks like it took an unexpected turn when their parents fell in love. Realizing it was time for everyone to have their own space, Vivian and Dennis decided to move out, allowing both families to live in peace and at their own pace. Can we talk about his makeover? Like, Eric is looking like a snack, okay? He is looking mighty fine. He looks very handsome. Even though they're not living together, they're like basically right across town from each other, so I like that. Here's the parents' the parents' bio. Dennis and Vivian have settled to a quiet neighborhood in Oasis Springs. After living in their children's garage for so long, they made their home cozy with a special room for their granddaughter Olivia when she visits. Olivia loves spending time with them, gardening and fishing. Trips to the park together make every visit extra special. This save file is super wholesome, so if you guys are looking for like a family-friendly save file to play in. This is definitely one for you. Just want to let you guys know ahead of time. I don't think this one's going to be super filled with drama. This is more of like wholesome gameplay, lots of families. So we definitely need some of these types of save files because there's players that like to play a little bit more innocently, you know? We don't all like to break up our Sims families with cheating and lies and addiction and drama. But anyways, here is the Richard Holiday family. Summer Holiday and Gavin Richards never expected to fall in love, but life had other plans. What started as a carefree outings with their friend group took a surprise turn when Summer discovered she was pregnant. Deciding to face the future together, they moved in and now are happily engaged. While their relationship began at a lightning speed, they're taking things slow now, building a life of love and understanding for their growing family. I think that's so cute. Okay, so here's Summer. I really like her makeover as well, especially for base game. She's looking very cute. Do have Gavin, and then we also have Isaiah, my bad, which is an infant, and he is sensitive, so super cute. Gavin is neat, he's creative, and he's a bro. And then Summer is cheerful, outgoing, and athletic. I feel like they balance each other out really well, but also have similar personalities, which is nice. Moving on over here to Dina Caliente and Mitchell. Mitchell never imagined a simple bet with his friend Jay would lead to such a twist in life. Tasked with dating one of the Caliente sisters, Mitchell surprised everyone, especially himself, by hitting it off with Dina. I just said Dana. Who the heck is Dana? Dina. Their casual outings quickly turned into something deeper, and before long, they were sweethearts. Now living together, Mitchell and Dina enjoy their shared interest and the time they spend together. Mitchell still marvels at how an unexpected bet led to finding love. I think that's so cute, you guys. See, this is what I'm saying. It's just a very wholesome save file so far, and not a ton of like crazy drama. So here are the Landgraabs, as we all know them. If you're new to The Sims, this is one of the most iconic families in the game among the Goth family. The Landgraabs are the epitome of wealth and power. Jeffrey and Nancy live with their son Malcolm, while their other son Johnny was cast aside for his wild dream of becoming a comedian. Now that Johnny has found success, only because he found success, let me add to that, they've reconnected, hoping to share his riches. Oh, okay, so hoping to share his riches. So basically, the only reason why they let Johnny back into their life is because they basically want to brag about him and potentially get his money, which, oh, did they lose their money? Did they like, what? Did things take a turn for the Landgraab? I just said the lamb. The Landgraabs, because they only have $22,000. Normally they have a ton of money. Anyways, meanwhile, Jeffrey has grown suspicious of Nancy's faithfulness, going as far as to install cameras around the house to track her every move. Could his fears be true? So I definitely want to take a look at the relationship panel and see if she is potentially dating someone on the side. Also, I love her makeover. She looks adorable. Here's Jeffrey. He looks good too. Very, very handsome. And Malcolm as well. So here is Dawn, by the way. I think, if I had to guess, I feel like Nancy and Dawn are seeing each other, but that's just me guessing here. Anyways, Katrina is living with her partner Dawn and one of her daughters, Nina. Her other daughter, Dina, has moved out to live with her boyfriend. Neither of the girls can stand their mother's new partner, and they suspect there's more going on than meets the eye. It's clear Dawn isn't faithful, but why is Katrina staying with him? Alright, so got some good juicy lore there. We've got some tea going on. Moving over to the Patel and Zest. Johnny may be famous and successful, but fame hasn't changed him. He's living a quiet life with his fiancée Zoe in their cozy trailer, and even built an office in the back of his plot. Despite his parents casting him aside when he pursued comedy, they've now reconnected after hearing about his success. Though they're on okay terms, Johnny doesn't trust them and is keeping his distance, preferring his peaceful life over their ambitions. Here's Zoe, and here is Johnny. He has $9,000, so he doesn't have a ton of money yet, but it sounds like he's definitely on the rise. So the Scott family is Johnny's neighbor. It says the Scotts were built on years of friendship that blossomed into love. After finally admitting their feelings, Travis and Liberty are now happily married and have just bought a charming home in Oasis Springs. With plenty of space and a house full of unpacked boxes. Oh, they sound so cute. They have their work cut out for them as they settle in and make their own. Excited about the future, they're already dreaming of adding a new member to their growing family. Oh, they're kind of cute though. I love that. All right, so here is Liberty. She's a geek, she's a bookworm, and she's clumsy. Those of you that are new, just in case you didn't know, then Johnny's outgoing, he's a geek, and he's also self-assured, and he is a computer whiz, and she's a nerd brain as well. And I think that she should be in the scientist career if I remember correctly, but she's actually an astronaut. So I'm curious if that's still the same. But yeah, they're cute. I like that they're together. All right, going to Newcrest. Here is Brandon, who basically skipped out on his kids, if you guys remember him from the beginning of the video. Brandon has moved back in with his parents and his aunt Stevie after his split from Brielle. While they did take him in because his family tensions are high in the household, his parents are deeply disappointed in him for cheating on Brielle, and their once peaceful home has been filled with frustration. Aunt Stevie, as a struggling artist, tries to keep things light, but even she can ignore the strain Brandon's actions has caused. Their family life, once calm and steady, was turned upside down overnight. Here is Patrice, here is William, so these are probably his parents, and here's Stevie, which is his aunt, and here's Brandon. I definitely want to take a look at this household and just kind of see their dynamics, see if there's like assigned rooms or anything, but we'll get to that in a few. Here is the Browning family, which is neighbors to the Rowland family. The Browning family is built on wealth but shaken by turmoil. Austin, a successful businessman, always dreamed of having a family. His marriage to Stella began with love and promise, but when Austin expressed his desire for a child, cracks began to show. Stella never wanted children, and though they now have a son, Jonathan, she struggles to accept him. Staying with Austin for his riches, Stella's commitment to the family is fragile. How long can their uneasy bond hold? Okay, so we definitely have some tea here. She hates children. Guys, she doesn't even like her child. That is very, very sad. Okay, she's non-committal, self-assured, and she hates children. That is like a terrible, terrible duo. That's horrible. He is family-oriented, loyal, and also ambitious. Oof, he does not need to be with someone like her. I don't understand it. Like, why do these kind of people get together? It makes no sense. Makes no sense. Their house is cute though. Over here we have the neighbors. It says, in the heart of Newcrest, a group of unique individuals have come together, each in their own apartment, ready to embark on new chapters in their lives. Though they're not a family, they're neighbors who couldn't be more different from one another. Each has their own distinct personality, skills, and dreams, but they all share one thing, a fresh new start in the same place. Who knows what connections or adventures await them in this vibrant new community? So basically this is like a little family here. Well, they're not a family, but she just said that. They're a little household here that are friends, neighbors. So here we have Dean and Myron, and then we have Sydney and Natalie. So Natalie is very interesting. She's jealous, a klepto, and a goofball. She's a bookworm, non-committal, and a snob. Then we have a bro, a bookworm, family-oriented. And he's also a bro, so they probably get along really well. So yeah, I feel like this household, you know, maybe we can link up some couples here, or maybe they're just going to be long life friends. I don't know. You guys have to let me know what you guys think on that one. A devoted single dad, Daryl has raised his 2 kids. Now it's a teenager and a child. Since their mother left when they were just babies, he's dedicated his entire life to them, and they are forever grateful for his love and sacrifices. Now they want nothing more than to see him happy and hope he finds someone special to share his life with. Even his brother and sister-in-law, who've helped out a lot over the years, are rooting for him to find love again. So here is Daryl, here is Melissa, which is the teen, and then the child, Sam, is Eli or Ellie. They seem like a sweet little family. I definitely want to check out their relationship panel too, and we'll do that later on. Then back here we have the Lloyd family. The Lloyd family, a married couple with big dreams, have found their new starter home in Newcrest. Emma is determined to shine as a top stylist, while Byron aims to make his mark as a successful entertainer. Starting small but dreaming big, they're reaching for the stars. Will they achieve fame and fortune they crave? Only time will tell. So this is a good family if you guys are wanting to play with a family that's goal-oriented and check off some boxes. So they'll be definitely fun to play with. Back over here we have this big family, and they have a big home too. They definitely need one to house all these Sims. The Connors have built a home filled with love, laughter, and ambition. Mom, a talented chef, brings delicious meals to the table every day, while Dad keeps the house full of joy with his comedy routines. Recently, Chaya's younger brother, Hunter, moved in with them, leaving his old life behind in hopes of becoming a professional athlete. With big dreams in their hearts, this family is all about chasing what they love. So again, this sounds like a super wholesome, adorable family to play with. Definitely want to jump in game and play with him eventually. So here is Chara, here is Xavier, here is Hunter the brother, Brayden, and Dorothy. Oh, they're so cute, you guys. Right across the street is the Staten family. The Statens are a picture of success. Mom, a vice president, and dad, a savvy investor, have built a future for their family that will last for generations. But for their teen son, Jacob, the pressure is high. His parents have big expectations, and although he's always got his head in the book, he secretly wishes for more time to just enjoy being a teen. Luckily, he's found support in a girl from across the street who understands it, helps him deal with the weight of his family's demands. Here is Paige, the mom, here's Albert, and here is Jacob, and here is their son, Sebastian. So cute. So he is a perfectionist, the dad. He's also a bookworm and ambitious. The mom is also ambitious, bookworm, and a genius. Ooh, okay, so yeah, he has really big shoes to fill. So let's see who the girl across the street is. I'm guessing it's the Goths. Yes, it is. I like their little makeover. They're so cute. The Goths are embracing a new chapter. Bella's passion for writing has filled the home with creativity, while Mortimer's business success keeps things lively. Cassandra has found herself growing close to the boy across the street, Jacob, and is secretly thrilled by the connection they're building. Meanwhile, young Alexander is full of curiosity, eagerly learning from his dad and dreaming of the day he can follow in his footsteps. Here is Mortimer. Here is Bella. I like her little makeover too. She just seems like, you know, just an average sim. This universe, Bella isn't missing, which is great. And she's not a spy. I think that's what her career was in the base game. And here's Cassandra. So they still have all of their traits and aspirations the same, just their bio and their backstory is a little bit different. It's nice to have some variety. Here is the Owens family. Though the Owens have simple jobs and business, they always make sure their family comes first. After work, they focus on what truly matters, family time. Whether it's going on trips, visiting the park, or enjoying their hobbies, they always find joy together. Dad loves to fish, while Mom can't get enough of her garden. For them, it's all about balance. There's always time for everything that matters most. I wanted to mention too that I feel like this save file would be really good to play a generation type gameplay or even like a legacy challenge. There's so many families in this save file. So many families with big backstories and just there's so many. So might as well use this and have fun in here and utilize all the builds that are already there for you and the families and just have fun. And you could even, you know, if you already have all the packs or if you have a lot of packs, you can go and give them some makeovers. And yeah, I think I'm gonna do some type of like rotational gameplay and maybe see if I can finally get through some legacy challenges. So anyways, that's all of the families here for Willow Creek. I believe we've hit all of them. So let's go ahead and check out some of the households and see what their homes look like. And I do want to see some relationship panels too. As you guys can see, these Sims have dynamic relationships, people in his community. That is a big deal. Daryl has friends. Daryl has relationships. This is something that you need in save files. And unfortunately with the EA typical save file that we get with the game, neighbors of Sims don't know each other. And it's kind of crazy. Or just relationships that they should have with each other, they don't have. I do want to show you guys, I don't even think this really matters, but Daryl has very strong feelings for Shannon, who he is friends with, but if I remember correctly, I think Shannon is married. They do have a high friendship level, but you know, we'll just keep it like that, right? Okay, so he has a great relationship with both of his kids, which I love to see. I wanted to show you. So this is Daryl's family. By the way, I want to show this to you guys really quick. So this could be some hot tea. Obviously, there's nothing going on here, but I just want to show it to you because it could create some drama, but I don't think it's going to be like that. But here we have Walter. Okay, and we have Daryl. They're both brothers, right? And Shannon is Walter's wife. Okay, here's Shannon. Remember, he thinks that she's very attractive. Now, this could just be simple. It could just be that, hey, he thinks that Shannon's pretty, whatever. But you know, if you are a simmer that likes to start drama, this would be the one for you. Anyways, just want to throw that out there. So he does think that his brother's wife is very attractive. But yeah, just want to throw that out to you guys. Otherwise, he doesn't have any strong feelings for anyone that I'm seeing here. Here's Shannon. They have a good relationship. Here's Emma. She's married. Wow, he's just attracted to all the Sims around here. I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing. Here is Katrina. Oh, they have a romantic interest going on. Okay, but Katrina also has a boyfriend, which is Don Lothario. And he feels neutrally about her, which I think is really funny because he's more interested in, like, physically attracted to these women that are in relationships, and married, except for Katrina. So it's just funny. So here is their home. It is super cute. Let me tell you, I love this, especially for base game. It doesn't necessarily feel like base game, which is really nice. They live in this tiny little home. Remember, he's just a single dad. He only has $2,000 to his name, which is actually quite a decent amount in this economy, okay? It really is, unless he just got paid and then he's about to pay rent, so then I feel him on that. But here is their tiny little kitchen. I think it's cute. It's nice and wholesome. And then if we go downstairs, which is right down here, we have a basement, and it looks like the two kids share a room. Maybe have Melissa have her own room eventually. Maybe she can convince her dad to move into the like this work shed here. That would be nice. Like, maybe move his stuff out in the backyard. Like, they have a pretty big backyard, so I think maybe we could convince him. They have a pretty good relationship. Yeah, their relationship is like maxed out, so they're jokesters, they're good friends. Yeah, so I would ask him, be like, hey dad, like, can I please move into the garage? And I feel like he would probably say yes. That way she can have her own space because she is a teen. And, you know, a teen sim doesn't really want to live with her sister for too long, their little sister. So anyways, that is their cute little household there, their nice little wholesome home. We have arrived at the Landgraab household. I accidentally am still playing with Daryl, but that's okay. We'll switch over to their household, to the actual Landgraab household. But I just want to show you, look at this. We have a massive yacht. It's not a yacht, but it's a sailboat, but I'm just going to be like, yeah, it's a yacht anyways. But look at their cars. They have 3 cars. I cannot wait for cars. Can we please get cars already? Oh, okay. Well, automatically they have a maid. Nice to see that. They also have a gardener, which I feel like is very fitting for this family. And they're probably going to be like, who's this random man walking outside our house? Also, remember how the bio said that Jeffrey has installed security cameras outside his house. That is true. We see one right here. Just to mention that to you guys. We also have another one. So we have 2 security cameras. I wonder if we have any in the back. Nope, none in the back. Oh, I lied. We do have one in the back. So love the fact that the bio is staying true to itself and the lore. Now, the moment of truth. I want to know if Nancy Landgraab is in a relationship. Again, I think it's Don Lothario, but I could be wrong. Am I right? Am I right? Yes! Look at me go, you guys. I was right. Ooh. Oh, God. Oh, this is very bad. She's in a relationship with not only one sim, but 2 sims. And I think that maybe she was in a relationship with this sim. I don't know. They dislike each other for some reason. I'm not quite sure, but she's very attracted to him. So maybe it's going to be like an enemy to lovers kind of situation going on. She is very much has a thing going on. They're sweethearts, very attracted to each other. We don't have any sentiments. I'm sure they do, but maybe they just didn't cross over for me with the save file. Brielle, ooh, okay. I see what happened here now. So Brielle caught Brendan cheating with Nancy Landgraab, but Jeffrey doesn't know yet. Jeffrey does not know. So all that we need to happen is for Brielle to run her mouth to Jeffrey. Yeah, Nancy's pretty rough. This definitely tracks for her. I love this. I love the lore. So great job, Analea, per usual. You always hit so well with it. Big props to you with storytelling. All right, so here is Brandon. So she actively has 2 relationships brewing. So she's in love with 3 sims. She still loves Jeffrey though. Look, they're soulmates. She's very attracted to him. Does she even have a job? She doesn't have a job. Okay, so that's what she's doing in her free time. So Nancy is just a stay-at-home mom. I'm assuming, or she's just a stay-at-home wife, because Malcolm's a teen, so maybe she just has stayed at home for this long. Oh. Oh, okay. Is he a spy? I can't quite remember. Let's take a look and see what's going on with his job. He's a secret agent. Okay, so this tracks. But I feel like as a secret agent, he probably has to have like a lot of good, you know, secretive technology that would be able to help. He probably has like a lot of good intel. So whether or not Nancy hasn't been able to get caught yet by Jeffrey, it's definitely coming. It definitely is. And I love that the fact that his like little secret lair here is guarded by this bookshelf right here. I love that. So but yeah, so over here we have just a normal bedroom. Yeah, just a normal bedroom, and then we have this bookcase here that looks just like a end of a hallway bookshelf. Sure, whatever, Nancy, whatever you say, because apparently you just do whatever you want in your life with no consequences. I'm so ridiculous. Okay, so anyways, this is their bedroom. I like that their home is like more realistic. It's more of like a family home. It's not like this ginormous home. And oh, he's giving her a little kiss. Little does he know. I'm so sorry, Joffrey. I'm so sorry. And then here's Malcolm's room, and they're just chilling in his room apparently. I guess they think his computer's cooler. But honestly, I just want to say you did an excellent job on this house. I think it looks incredible, especially for a base game. It doesn't really feel like it. So yeah, per usual, you did a fantastic job. The lighting in Oasis Springs always slaps. Like, I swear, it's so pretty in here. So anyways, here's their home. I want to play out this family. I cannot wait. But yeah, let's go ahead and check out the next household. Also, I did want to mention that if you guys look around at the neighborhoods that Analea has built for this save file, everything is cohesive. Everything matches. Like, the neighborhoods themselves all look very much the same, which again, like, they blend in well. It looks like a little neighborhood, you know? This is like more of the starter home neighborhood here. You know, even though it's raining, I don't even care. I'm not even gonna even worry about it. Normally I do, but in this instant, I think it's kind of cozy. So, hence the name. But here's a cute little park too, which is in the corner of this little neighborhood, which I think is quite adorable. So anyways, here is Brielle's home. So we're going to go ahead and check it out. She's also feeling flirty apparently, so that's cool. This is a one-story home. Also, I love the way Analea builds. Like, everything's just very simple and clean, and I love it. So when you go into the house, it's just a nice little quaint home. Over here is the toddler's bedroom right here. You walk in, you have the living room right here. Then you have the kitchen and the dining room. So again, just a nice, simple, small home, which it should be. This home paints the story of this single mom very well, in my opinion. Here is the infant's room here, which is so cute, nice and small. I love that realism. Then we have Brielle's room, which again is very small. Again, I love it. I love it. Very true to the backstory. We have a random plate floating in over here, which I thought was funny. And here is like her little garage over here. But yeah, here is her house. So pretty, nice and cute. Super adorable. This home is so adorable. I love it. So she does have good relationships with her kids. She does know Zoe Patel. She knows Dina. She has a good relationship with Dina. She's also friends with Johnny. She and Nancy obviously hate each other. Then she's friends with Patrice and William, which is her ex-husbands, or I guess, are they married or are they just, I need to take a look at that. They're divorced. Okay, so they are officially divorced. I couldn't remember that, but she still has great relationships with her in-laws, which I love to see. And she's friends with Shannon, Stevie, which is the aunt, Eliza, and Alice. So she knows a lot of people. I love that. Let's see what her job is. She's a freelance writer, if you guys remember that from before, that she's a writer. Let's check out her skills. So this girl is packing with the skills. She is level 7 writing, guitar, charisma is 6 for both, cooking. She has definitely have to have, you know, level 5 cooking because her baby's got to eat, you know. Gardening is 5. So look at all this. She has a ton of skills, which we love to see it. So we have arrived at the community pool, and I just wanted to touch on the fact again about how alive the save file feels and just how immersive and cohesive all of the community lots feel. So this is the community lot strip here that you normally see in Willow Creek in like the shopping center area. I love how the little tugboat back there is just making a little preview. I think that's cute. Ooh, okay, we're gonna pause that because she just had an instant attraction for somebody. But anyways, we're talking about the community lots. We'll get to that in just a second, but this is a spa, I believe. I can't quite remember, but it's base game, so we don't have a spa. But anyways, maybe like a library or what have you. But anyways, this is the community pool right here. But like I said, everything just really blends well together, and it's important to have that in a save file because otherwise things just feel kind of stale. So I really do appreciate that. Wait a second, is she attracted to, who is this? He's taken, girlfriend. He is taken. Why are all my Sims wanting to be with men that are taken? Like, what is happening right now? Yeah, sorry, girl. I think it's part of the new attraction system we have with the game. So, I'm sorry, Brielle. You're gonna have to find some other dude. We're gonna go ahead and swim around. Just let her showcase the community pool for you guys. So, super cute. Love this. I like how there's an indoor pool. And let's take a look over here. There's even an outdoor pool as well. This is so beautiful, by the way. Analea did such a good job crafting this for us. I think this is so pretty, like especially with all of the landscaping and the build here. Like, it's just really pretty. Like, this is truly a beautiful build. Definitely send her lots of love if you guys are watching this and decide to download it. We even have a hot tub over here too. I feel like this probably is a pool that needs like a membership. That's just like my opinion. Wait. What? Who is that? Who's canoodling over here? Who's canoodling? Okay, you guys saw that, right? Like, I'm over here, they stop. Maybe it's because he doesn't want to be seen. Maybe he sees Nancy or somebody, you know, someone that might know them together and seen them. But yeah, they're headed out. Bye. But anyways, there's Morty. He's come to come swim too. But this is such a pretty build. I love this. This reminds me of like base game save files that I discovered when I first started looking at save files for the very first time. It made me fall in love with them and just fall in love with builders and just their skills. I don't know what this reminds me of. Maybe the Little Root save file. If you guys have ever played in that one, I'm getting like the vibes from this because I think that was one of the first save files I checked out myself. So anyways, hope you guys like this build and this little community lot. Let's go ahead and check out another build and I'll let you guys do the rest. I did want to go ahead and show you guys the community lots overview, and then we'll go into this little wedding chapel right here. But there is a little nightclub, which is a gas station. So I'm assuming probably at the bottom is like the nightclub. Then we have a lounge right here. We also have a gym. We have a bar. We have a museum as well. And then we do have a park and also a pool. And then the Desert Bloom Park as well. But obviously it's been updated. We do have a library too. And over here, and oh, that's Oasis Springs again. Over here in Newcrest, we have a park, we have a bar, the Newcrest Nook, love the name. Then we have the Newcrest Splash, then we have a nightclub as well, a gym, and a library. So a ton for your Sims to do. Your Sims will definitely not get bored. And this base game save file. Then we have a park as well in the corner. Then moving over to Willow Creek, we have a nightclub, which is called the Willow Bee. I think that's really cute, by the way. I love the names. Then we have Blossom Field, which is a wedding venue. Then we have Magnolia Park, which is normally right here anyways, but it's been upgraded times 100 and it looks way better. Then we have the library, Willow Creek Fitness, the River Bend Pub, which is a bar, and then we just saw the pool together. Then over here we have the Cozy Tap, which is a bar, which is in this like nice little community that we saw, which is Foundry Cove. It's just like cute little tiny venue. And then we have Riverside Rest, which is a park. Again, super adorable. And we also have a museum too, which is in the corner. So I just want to show that to you guys really quick. But let's go ahead and check out this chapel. And this is the Oasis Springs wedding venue. I love that there's a limo out front just to add to the realism. I wanted to mention too that even though this save file is base game, Analea did such a beautiful job adding to the save with as much detail as possible with it being base game, because as we know, base game items aren't always the best. Although the EA team has added, I shouldn't say the EA team, but the Sims team, they have added like new additions over time to upgrade on, you know, the base game, which they've done a good job. But the like 2014 base game items aren't like super pretty. Like, let's just be real here. So I just want to say, like, all the items that she has put in here are like really nice. They look really good for the base game. But anyways, this is the venue here. This is the indoor ceremony area. We have a bathroom over here. You could even get married at this wedding arch as well. Everyone's over here canoodling. Like, I love that the save file is like full of love. No, maybe next time. Who is that? Walter. She's very attracted to him. Okay, they're a friend and they're neighbors, but it doesn't show that he has a spouse. So is this the one that has children? He's a single dad. Okay, maybe we could work with that, but I feel like he's married. I just can't quite remember because we've looked at literally everybody. But anyways, I just want to say that Analea, you did such an excellent job on this. This is so pretty. I love like the details of this. Everything's like nice and clean cut. It just looks so good. Okay, can we stop getting all these pop-ups, Sims, please? Like, please. But anywho, this is so pretty. I love the colors as well. Like, everything's nice and neutral and whites for, you know, getting married, and it's just very pretty. I wanted to look at just one more lot with you guys, and here is the nightclub in Willow Creek, and Brielle lives in Willow Creek, so I was like, you know what, why not check out her little local nightclub. Here is the entrance right here, and this is a like little lounge area, kind of speakeasy feel. And then if we go back over here, here's the bar area. I like how it's separated, so it's like grab your drink, then come over here and dance, or like listen to karaoke, or listen to some comedy. There's also a little pool too. That's nice. I like that. And a little bar. This is cute. I love this like dual little community. A lot going on here. Yeah, so this is super cute. It's during the day. This is like a little lounge bar. So cute. Look at her getting down. And then you know, during the nighttime, it's a cute little club. So this is super cute, you guys. I love this. Great job, Analea. Thank you guys so much for watching the save file review. If you enjoyed it, please like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't already, I would really appreciate it. If you guys are looking forward to playing with any specific families or diving into some of the lots, feel free to comment down below and let me know which ones that you're most excited for. Also, make sure to send Analea lots of love. If you guys do decide to download it, I know that she will definitely appreciate it as well. She put a lot of love and hard work into the save file.